Hey, what's up guys, it's Sher, and it has been a long time. I am so sorry, but I feel like I'm finally in a place where I can kind of explain a little bit. I'm not going to go too deep into it because I've had some very personal issues that I haven't even really told like my family and my friends about, and to explain it to random faces on the internet is very intimidating, and I'm not gonna do that this time around. But for now, I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a rundown of why I stopped watching Shadowhunters, why I stopped making videos, and how completely stressed I've been. And so I guess we'll start out with the very beginning, why I stopped watching Shadowhunters. Now, don't get me wrong, I finished last season, like the beginning of season 2A, I finished it, and I'm going to watch again in June, and I'm hoping that I will still be able to post videos for Shadowhunters come June. But the reason I stopped watching is that Alec tried to kill himself in an episode of Shadowhunters, and not only did it piss me off because I felt like it belittled what Clary was going through, what Luke was going through, and made it all about Alec, it also kind of set me off as a person who deals with depression, anxiety, and suicidal thoughts. It really just put me in a bad space. And it took a while for the space to like sink in. But the thing is, once that sinks in, it doesn't necessarily go away. Like, once something kind of puts you back in that headspace that like you never really want to be in, it's very hard to crawl out of that. So seeing that kind of set me off a few days later. Like, certain things will put things in motion. Like, you'll start to see yourself start to shift, and it'll kind of set you off for the next couple months of your life if you view things that way. So basically, when I first watched the episode, I was like laughing and joking about it and like rolling my eyes because it was not well done at all. It was so random and disgusting, and quite frankly, I'm still mad about it. And I couldn't get back into the show after that. The show makers really pissed me off, and then they also did Maya, the werewolf, very dirty. I did not like how they treated her character, especially when they locked her up in a broom closet when she's claustrophobic, and they let Clary run around doing whatever she wants when they were both Luke's daughters in a sense. Like, he puts the black girl in the closet and worships the white girl. Like, certain things as a person of color that you see can really piss you off, and that's all I saw in that, and it just like kind of disgusted me. And quite frankly, I was over it. Like, I was just kind of done with it. Like, it put a bad taste in my mouth. From that episode, that's the last episode that I didn't make a video for, and I just stopped making videos altogether. Not only because my life was falling apart, but because the show was falling apart. And I just didn't really want to fuck with it anymore. I plan on making more videos. I'm hoping that I'll be able to get over how I feel. I hope that they address everything that upset me, and it upset a lot of other like people of color fans. Like, I noticed it wasn't just me who was mad, and that made me feel better. I was like, okay, this is justified in a sense. Like, this isn't like coming out of nowhere. Like, other people are upset about the same issues I am. And after that happened, I was just kind of done with it. I was just like, okay, that's enough. So yeah, that's why I stopped making Shadowhunters videos. And then I planned on making a video to explain that sooner, but life happened. So let's talk about life now. So I told you guys that I have a job, and while Shadowhunters was happening, I was working Monday through Friday, getting up at 5:30 in the morning, clocking into work at 7, and then leaving at 3 or 4 o'clock, working 8-9 hour shifts. So I couldn't stay up late and film a video, edit the video, and post the video all in like one day. It was very hard on my body because I was exhausted. And then I had like a lot of like drama at work. Like, my workspace was not necessarily a happy one, a safe one where I felt comfortable. And honestly, there was so much going on there. I just ended up really being like disgusted with like having to be there all the time, if that makes any sense at all. Like I was there every single day, and then I wasn't enjoying myself, and I think that was the huge problem, because if I'm not enjoying myself, I will leave a situation. Like I don't like situations where I do not feel comfortable, where I do not feel safe, and it grew more and more, where I just kept getting more uncomfortable, more angry, more upset about my situations. I had so many issues at home. You know, when you live with other adults and you're growing into being an adult as well, that becomes very complicated, because it becomes the fight of, I'm an adult too, I should be able to do what you do. And that's not necessarily okay, and that's not necessarily the truth. You can't always do whatever it is that you want. So I had to kind of learn how to adult as a young adult, instead of, because you don't jump from being 17 to being 18 and then completely being an adult and knowing exactly what you're doing in life, because you don't. I've been an adult for a year now, like over a year now, because I'm 19 and I'm turning 20 this year. And this is like the hardest space I've been in a very long time. It's very awkward being an adult and learning what you can and can't do, and especially when you don't have your own place and when you're living with other people and you're really trying to figure out what life is for you and what you want to do with yourself and your future and how you want to handle yourself. It all becomes very complicated because you have other people in your ears trying to make decisions for you. And it's hard. And life is really hard, especially when you know you're struggling and you ask for help and you try to explain how you feel, and the people who are supposed to love and support you no matter what tell you to stop being dramatic. I think that is what really set me off and what really made me like emotionally shut down. Suddenly I was spending all my time in my bedroom. I wasn't talking to people. I was isolating myself, and I was miserable. And I did some things that I don't want to repeat. And it's really hard to come out of that dark place. But not everything is terrible. I am coming to a new part in my life. I am leaving one place and going to another, and I am relearning, I should say, how to put myself back on my feet, because I have these times where, these months where I kind of fall down, because my struggles are going to be forever. You know, I'm going to have time where I just completely shut down, and I'm not going to be able to do anything that I'm supposed to do. And I'm just going to be sad and miserable for most of the time. And I have to relearn how to put myself back together and how to handle my business and do the things that I'm supposed to be doing. And I think right now I am relearning, and this is why I'm making this video right now. And I am hoping that you guys will stick with me and will hopefully be able to be there for me, and if I ever decide to make more content, which I'm hoping I will, you guys will support it no matter what it is. I am really, like, I'm looking forward to Shadowhunters because I want it to redeem itself, because I loved it season 1, but this season really, like, hurt my feelings, and I think it was really insensitive to a lot of different things, and I think it needs to learn. So I'm hoping that it will do so. It will learn and it'll be better. That's what I'm hoping for, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed for that, because that's what I really want. And I love the show, so I want to be able to make more videos for it, but I also want to be able to make videos where I'm just talking to the camera and I'm just talking to you guys, and I get to talk about things that are like important to me and that matter to me. And I want to be able to talk about like fashion and makeup, because I have so much makeup, even though I don't have a lick of it on right now. I just want to be able to talk about everything that excites me, and I hope that I have found people here that are going to go along with those things with me. I just hope that everyone here finds this to be a safe space, and I want it to be a safe space for me. So I hope you guys will be along the road with me. I really do, because I want it to be fun for us all, especially if you guys sit and watch these videos. I want them to be enjoyable for you and for me to make. So I am keeping my fingers crossed, and I'm thinking about buying a new camera. Like, I said this years ago when I first started my camera, like a year ago, that I was gonna get a new camera and then like get more lights and stuff, because I know my videos aren't very bright if I make videos at night. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do that, yeah, it's gonna be great. And then like I had another spiraling event and it didn't work out. So hopefully I can stay in a good space for long enough to actually save up the money, buy a camera, and all that good stuff. But I have bills to pay, so remember that, okay? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You can like, comment, subscribe if you want to. It's all fun and games here. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!